The most important question in life is, who or what are you truly? That is the foundation of your life. If you have never investigated in yourself to find an answer to that question, everything is just built on a fairy tale. It's just a story. It's nothing. It's nothing important. But almost no one is investigating in this question. Because we have not taught that. Nobody told us that that is the most important question. The only question that we have been asked when we were about 4 years old was this: what do you want to become later if you are an adult? Well, I don't know about you, but when I was asked that question when I was 5 years old, I had no idea what that question was all about. I didn't understand the how to become something. I didn't understand the word later. I mean, I was just there as every little child. I was just there in the present moment. And for me, there was no later. There was no future, right? So I didn't understand that question. I only could answer that question because I started to listen to what other children were saying when they had the same question asked. And then I thought, oh, they're talking about a profession. That's what I would like to be later when I am grow up, right? That was the only thing that I could manage with that kind of question. But actually, what it's really saying when an adult is asking these kind of questions, it's actually saying you are not good enough right now. First, you have to become something and then you are good enough, right? Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange that is the becoming part has been the most important thing in life? And do we need to become someone else? Do we need to have do we need to be someone else to be good enough? Or are we already good enough? And that is the big question. So have you ever investigated in such a question, who or what am I really? Because as you know, you are not your thoughts. Thoughts are everywhere. You are also not your emotions, because emotions are everywhere. You are also not your opinions. Opinions are everywhere. So what are you really? And when you don't find an answer to that question, you are just living in a story told by someone else. And it's really time that you find out the truth about who or what you truly are. Because if you keep on being dependent on what other people say to you, or the television or the newspaper, or family or friends or colleagues or your boss or whatever, you become their story. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to live my life as a story that's actually belonging to someone else. Right? And that is what is happening if you don't find the answer to the most important question. This system, where we are all living in the whole world, is built on people who are trading their precious time for money. They're trading hours for money. They go to school, they learn how to get good grades, they find a good job, they build a career, and they work till retirement. And actually what it says, it's living paycheck to paycheck and problem to problem. A bumpy road. No freedom. Just do the work. Well, if all these people would be very excited and happy, then we all would have a fantastic world, right? But I don't know anyone who is really thrilled about his or her job. Can you imagine what all this energy bring about for everyone on the whole planet? Because energy is everywhere. So when about 90% of the people who are having a job are not happy with their current job, are not happy with their life, are not happy with their current situation, imagine what that does for all the people on the whole planet when such a lot of people are not happy, right? And that's why the negative thinking in the world seems to be so dominant. And the people who are investigating in themselves what or who they truly are, and they are on a search for how to find themselves, and I have experienced it myself when I finally got home, that I started to realize who or what I truly are, and then I realized I was already at home here in myself with myself. I was already at home. I have tried to find it over there and over there and over there and everywhere. And I have tried it in relationships to find myself, and I have tried to find it in a traditional job, and I have tried to find it in passive income models, and I've tried it to find it in friendships and in family and in, with colleagues and whatever. I've tried almost every way to find myself, because I thought, well, it's actually not here, right? It's over there that I can find myself. And back in 2023, I had a spiritual awakening. I was in a spiritual program, and they were working with energy on the people who were in the program. And I got a shift over there. I got a shift in my brain. And I felt at that specific moment, when it happened, that everything would be different. And it was different. For about 5 or 6 months, I had no thoughts, no emotions. I felt good, but I was like neutral. There was no ambition anymore, no desire, no wanting, and I just felt totally at ease with life, with existence, with everything. I was so definitely in the here and now. I had no thinking about the past. For me, that was just all one big story, right? But I also had no ambition for the future, because in my essence, in my presence, what I experienced, there was no future. The only thing that was here, right now, this moment. And after about 5 or 6 months, back in 2024, the mind came back. Well, I started to connect again with this universal mind, whatever. But actually, the mind came back, and it says, "Well, now you have lived for about 5, 6 months doing nothing. Maybe you should do something, right? Again in the world." But I had no idea, because I had so many things. I had done so many things, traditional jobs and the passive income models and the network marketing. And I had my own coaching business for 8 years, and I did the freelance job. I did it all. I had no idea what to do next. But I thought, okay, maybe there is something out there for me that I haven't seen yet, right? I just opened up. I said to the universe, or the great something, or how you call that, okay, I want to work from home, and I want to be supported by like-minded people. Because in my environment where I live right now, there are no like-minded people. So I find my like-minded people, I find them actually mostly online. I find them in a community with only supported, loving, positive, motivating people who are also building their freedom lifestyle. Who are also really, they know they are here for a reason. They know they are meant for more. They know they are built for more than just trading hours for money, living paycheck to paycheck and problem to problem. That's no life, that is a prison. And the system has taught us that. And our parents have taught us that. And their parents and their parents and parents. And it's go way back in our life, right? That we have been told that we need to fit in the system, and we don't have to be, we don't must be someone else or different or whatever, because the moment you are different and the moment you are like, like this, and um, you are feeling something else than most people are feeling, we have learned that that is fearful. So we have tended to just be in the same path as everybody else. But that is the system. The system wants people just to be in the narrow path, that everybody is just following one same path, because that is of course good, right? In that kind of thinking, when everybody is walking the same path, well, and there is no one who is stepping beside the path, I mean, that is very easy to influence people, right? So that is easy. But if someone start to think for themselves and start to think in like, okay, but I have been told that I need to become something later on, so I am not good enough. So why would I not be good enough right now? And start to think about who or what you truly are, then you step outside the mess, the massa, I don't know the word in English, outside the big crowd of people. Then then you can be a part of the system, but you're not totally involved in the system, right? And these kind of people, I call them the freedom seekers. The freedom seekers dare to step out of the big crowd, because they know, and you know that too, you know inside of your heart that you are here for a reason. And you are not here just to make money, to have a better life. You have a message. You have a calling. You have a mission. You have a vision. And maybe, like me, you also see this vision, you see it in pictures or in an image, or you have dreamt about it, or you suddenly, one time in your life, you got this suddenly wake up call. And that moment, that specific moment, you knew that this is your calling, to bring about a message of, I don't know, about love, or that you have a purpose in life, or whatever. And I've come to realize that my purpose in life, and that happened about 2008 or something, I started to realize that I am here to remember who or what I truly am. And I'm here to help others remember, so they can remember who or what they truly are. That is my mission, vision, or how you call that. That's my mission, right? And of course, maybe you have another mission because you are another being, right? And then the question is, of course, and I see that a lot in the spiritual world. I see a lot of people are just, doing their job, and they don't like it at all, their job, but everything in it. But after they are done with the job, 40 hours, 50 hours working, they meditate and do all these wonderful, beautiful things. But actually, they hate their job. If you are hating your job, and it is taking the most part of your life, and around it you try to be in the spiritual realm and just doing nice things, the question is, does this really make you happy for the long term? Because you're still trading hours for money, and you cannot live, and I know from experience, you cannot live your full potential if you keep on working 40 hours a week. Because I know that you, me, we are meant for more, we are built for more. And you know that too. You know that too. You are built for more than just live paycheck to paycheck and just chasing money. Right? So the question now is, do you have a plan to live your full potential, to live your mission, to live your vision? Do you have a map? Do you have a blueprint? Do you have a roadmap? Do you have something? I call it a vehicle. Do you have a vehicle to bring that message about in the world? That's actually your life work. I do it by quotation because I don't feel it like work, but is it your life mission? Do you have a vehicle that supports your life mission? And when the question is yes, then I think, great, fantastic, congratulations. But most people have not. And I'm talking to those people. If you don't have a vehicle and you're just working all your things, all the doing your life that everybody else has such a life, and you're just doing that. And besides that, you do some, awareness thing going on, but actually you hate it. I think that you are lying to yourself. Could it? That you pretend to yourself that you like your job and that's okay. That is what most people say. My job is okay. Well, if they say that, I also say, I don't believe you. Because it is, yes, I like it, or it's totally nothing. But it's okay. Okay. I don't believe it. If your job is okay, then I think you're hiding for yourself. And I think we are in this year, 2025. I think it's really important that you are totally clear with yourself. Are you a system person or are you a freedom person? And how about bringing freedom, more freedom in your life and finding the right vehicle for that? And I don't say you need to replace totally your full-time income right now and just skip the whole thing. I don't say that. I just say to you, if you have a life mission and you also are struggling, because I struggled with that, so I know how it feels. And you're struggling with, I can't put in my talents, my qualities, what I have to give, what I have to bring people. I cannot have that in my job. I working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. I can't do it there. And you try to do that besides your job somewhere, it's not going to work and you know it. So you need to do something else to find the freedom that you're longing for and start to live from that purpose, from that calling that you feel inside. And that is that inner voice that keeps you like waving, I am here, hello, hello, I am here, right? But if you keep that pushing away all the time, you do it like, hey, I don't want it because I don't want to think about it. You are hiding for yourself. And actually what you say in a subconscious level, you say, I rather belong to the system so I don't have to think about what I really want. Right? And I challenge you right now, this moment, what do you really want? If your life is about freedom, if your mind is about freedom, if your heart is about freedom, what is your vehicle? What is your vehicle? And if you don't have a vehicle, my question to you is, are you open to receive a vehicle that might be your vehicle? Are you open? Or you feel immediately like, oops, I don't want that. Because the voice that says, oh no, I don't want that because that is another blah, 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 that is the mind. And the mind wants to protect you so you don't step another time in the well-known trap again. But actually, that voice is the trap itself. Right? The voice is the trap. The voice that keeps you safe is the trap. That is the system. The system wants you to believe that by following the system, then you are safe. Are you with me? Are you safe with following the system? What do you think? Or are you safe and free and building a freedom life when you don't believe the system anymore and just do the vehicle and working with the vehicle and build your freedom lifestyle with other like-minded people? Could that be something for you? You know what I love about this vehicle? It comes with a community. And this community exists of almost 53,000 people from all over the world. And we are all in this totally equal. And we are all one by one building our freedom lifestyle. We do it all together, but it's our own business. And everybody is helping everybody out. And there's also another help from top earners who answers personal questions about things that you come across by doing the vehicle and riding the vehicle, and you come across something that you don't understand. You can ask them in live interactive Zoom calls and you get a personal answer. I mean, it's truly amazing. And you're learning how to start your own online business that is totally pre-built. So you don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to have a social media account even. You don't have to have a following, and you don't have to have any experience. You just get in, you get the system and the whole business and everything is already built up. And you start to learn simple skills and strategies how to market your online business and help others doing that, while meanwhile you are sharing your message with the world, like I am doing. Now I'm sharing my message. I'm sharing what is my life mission and my life vision. And in the same time, my vehicle is working for me 24/7, every day, every week, every month, every year. Constantly working for me 24/7. This might be something also for you, right? I have no idea. And you also have no idea. And the only thing is, just check it out. If you want to know, if you know that you are meant for more, if you know that you are built for more, and that you know I need to do something else, but I mean, there are such a lot of opportunities, and what would I choose? Just investigate this and if it feels light for you. If it feels light for you, then that is what it will bring you, more lightness. If it feels like, oh no, then don't join, right? Because then it will give you more like this. So just be very careful, because the mind will kick in and the mind will say, oh no, this is nothing for you, blah, 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 you know. But if the basis of that is fear, then you know that you are listening to the system, right? If it is fear-based, then it is the system. So that's very easy, right? So that is a reminder for yourself. If it is fear-based, you're looking, you're watching, you're looking, you're hearing, and you're listening to the system. And what if you place your hand on your heart, start tapping it while you're looking at the vehicle, and just feel if it resonates for you. That's it. And maybe it resonates, and maybe it doesn't resonate. I actually cannot imagine that it would not resonate, but that is me. Because I finally found it after more than 20 years of network marketing and passive income models and the whole thing and bunch I did. I finally found it. And I just love it that we have a 2-hour workday and that we get 100% profit. So that can add up to $900 per customer. I mean, it sounds insane, right? And goes directly in our bank account. So if you want to know more, to find out if this vehicle can be the foundation of bringing out your message, your mission, your vision, then check the link in the video description or put the word yes in the comments. I'll send you the details You just fill in your email address, nothing more, just your email address. And just watch the 2 free trainings videos of the founder of this system and our business mentor, Michelle O'Neill. And just see for yourself, from love, from the heart tapping, if it resonates with you. And if you have any questions, please reply to the first email that you get from me. And if you don't like it at all, then just unsubscribe to the first email, right? It's that simple. So are you ready? Are you ready to investigate in something that is not the system? That is the question. And to find out who and what you truly are and bring your message about, what you are here to give. If everyone on the whole planet would finally come into contact with who or what they truly are and with their life mission and start acting with it instead of just think about it and just lay back and think about it, we will create a total other world together. And I just love to contribute to such a world where there's no suffering anymore, when there are no huge problems anymore. I mean, life can still be a little bit, like this, but not like this. And that is where most people are in, right? Dus do you want to contribute? And if yes, are you willing to investigate in a new vehicle? Right? So please click the link in the video description or put the word yes in the comments and I'll send you the details. Okay? I'll see you in the next video. Bye!